Well, it's finally the end of a good week. Hope you had a good one. This week inside the CanaGlobal community, we talked about how purpose is the path to your dreams. We wrote an article, we recorded a Zoom call with 4 people and posted it inside the community. If you remember last week actually set us up for this week. Last week we took a community question from Brendan from Cincinnati, and his question was, how can I have what I really want out of life? And so the work that we did last week in the community is we talked about how you set dreams and goals, and we gave you a process for doing that. This week, what we did is we talked about how purpose, really understanding God's plan and purpose for your life, that creates the path to the dreams that you set. And so we wrote an article and posted it inside the community. We recorded a Zoom call. We have 4 great people, a person from Belgium, a person from Cincinnati, a person from Ecuador, and a person from Illinois. All 4 of the people run businesses. And so it was a great conversation, and you'll see it inside the community. Next week, here's what's coming. There's another question we got, and it's, what do you do when your business isn't making money? You know, I've been taking Zoom calls, one-on-one Zoom calls since December, 4 and 5 a day, mostly with entrepreneurs. I would say that 80% of the folks inside our community are entrepreneurs, but the rest of the people are dream chasers, and they totally have entrepreneurial thinking. And I believe both the entrepreneurs and these dream chasers are change makers. In other words, they're going to make a difference out there. And so you don't have to be an entrepreneur to be in our community. So next week, we're talking about this subject. What do you do when you're not making money in your business? And in these calls, what I really sense, and if I'm hearing people correctly, and I'm doing 4 or 5 Zoom calls a day from people within the community, is I'm hearing people feel a little stuck between life seasons. And many of these people have launched companies, or their businesses have flat or declining revenue. So as you know, before Cana, I spent 16 years turning around companies, and prior to that, I launched and grew 4 of my own companies. So I've been a serial entrepreneur for 36 years, and I'll tell you, all of us are going to run into patches when our businesses aren't producing revenue. So there's something you do. There's actually something you quit doing. You quit doing what isn't working. And so I'm going to lay out a process for that next week. I'm going to write an article. We're going to do a Zoom call. If you want to be part of it, just email me or just let me know. You have my email address. It's gduran@cana.global. Shoot me an email. Let me know that you want to be in it. Remember, you don't have to be an entrepreneur to be in our Zoom calls. About 20% of our community are not entrepreneurs. So it's the end of the week. Relax. Enjoy your friends and family. Don't work all weekend long. That's something I've learned not to do. I work over the weekends, but I also spend a lot of time resting. So have a great weekend. Enjoy your friends and family, and I'll see you next week in the community. Gerald Duran with CanaGlobal. See you next week.